Oh, dang it.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. We do have the Barnes and Tony show today, but we also have from the couch Renee and Shayna. It's Friday. It's a football Friday, and it's another tough Yankee loss. We'll get to it in a second, but before we get there, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well, Brian. You know, it's Friday. The quick work week, Labor Day, Monday off, 4-day work week, Friday, happy weekend, NFL Sunday. I mean, pretty stoked.
Yeah, opening night last night. We'll talk about that, of course. And then also would just like to give a special shout out to the Rotary for having us as a T sponsor yesterday. Great event over at Whitney Farms Golf Course. We shared it on our story, but really proud to be a part of that, and can't wait to be there again for next year's tournament, and maybe we can get a downtime foursome going on. Of course, and that'd be great. I know Tony's ready.
I am so ready. I would imagine if we have the downtime foursome, you would still be on the LA Barnaby foursome.
We'll have to.
Can you play both?
Work that out. I mean, but I think you got you got Mike,
right,
and you have
Matt,
and then
that's great.
Maybe Gino on special assignment.
That would be dope. Gino on special assignment would be great because we know Renee's not playing golf.
I would love to see it though, honestly.
You'll see one hit and that's it.
No, Renee hates golf. She could barely handle the bowling. Okay, honestly, I thought.
No, it's funny. Tough. Like Renee, in some respects, reminds me of myself, where she just has like certain things. It's just like it's not even a discussion. She just doesn't like it, and that's it.
Like you're stubborn.
Yeah, exactly. Which is with certain things, like me with movies, me with the Mets.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just like
can't be moved.
Can't be moved. So gotta give props to Renee for that. But anyway, Tony, a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. The back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy-Yo, nada, where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
All right, Tony. So the Yankees get denied in their bid for a 4-game sweep of the Minnesota Twins, falling yesterday 4-3. And this was just a real tough one. And it started at 7:00. We know we had the football game starting about 8:20. So I did, I was watching both. First, the big TV, I was watching the Yankees when the football started from my laptop because anybody else in this world besides me, Tony, and Matt, like no one can tolerate baseball for whatever reason. But I just don't want to hear it. But anyway, so we did have Nestor Cortez coming off the injured list yesterday, starting for the Yanks, and Sonny Gray opposed by him. Both pitchers pitched well, and Nestor was limited, with the time off. I'm guessing his pitch count was about 60, 70 pitches. Boone pulled him after 58 pitches. And if you look at, how we got here, so the scoring started in the bottom of the second. Miguel Andujar hitting his first home run of the year to left. So that was nice. 2-0 lead, could kind of settle in a little bit. But unfortunately, Nestor runs into a little trouble in the fifth, allowing 2 runs courtesy of a Gary Sanchez double and Nick Gordon single. So then they bring in Clark Schmidt. He gives them 3 scoreless innings. And really, that quieted down the scoring. So you move on to the 8th inning, and Wandy Peralta comes into the game.
And he unfortunately, if you look at there was this controversial play, and I don't know if you saw it.
No.
And it drove me crazy. So basically, it was a little nubber. Wandy has to cover first base, and he goes to hit the bag, but he's just short of the bag, doesn't hit it. So then he takes a big step, and the ball, I guess, is kind of like he doesn't comfortably have it. It's kind of get against his stomach, but he does put his foot down prior to the runner hitting first base. They call him safe. The Yankees challenge. The challenge gets denied, and it's just, I guess they were saying he didn't have possession, but I thought it was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. So there's this way, you had a runner on, 1 out, and then he does get a strikeout of Garlic, but after that, there's one more out to go here, and it drove me crazy, but they take him out for Greg Weissert. And he has 2 strikes on Carlos Correa, hangs a slider 387 feet to left. So that gives Minnesota a 4-2 lead. And it was just one of those things where I know Boone wanted to bring in the righty, but I don't know. Wandy was doing fine. He gets lefties and righties out. He's not specifically, a right-handed specialist. That really killed me. It really did. So it just seems like one of those things, Boone, of course.
Bad management.
So in the 8th, I'm thinking, okay, let's rally. Let's get some runs. So Aaron Judge, as he always does, starts the party with a double. Gleyber Torres walks. So then we have first and second, nobody out. In IKF with a weak grounder. They get the runner out at second. So then you got first and third. And then IKF manages to steal second. So you have second and third. Marwin Gonzalez strikes out. So now you have second and third, 2 outs. Miguel Andujar, works a walk, and on one of the pitches, it's a wild pitch getting by Gary Sanchez. We've seen that many times over the years. So Aaron Judge is able to scamper home to make it 4-3. So we got bases loaded. Esteban Florial due up at the plate. They pinch hit Giancarlo Stanton. And you look at his career, I mean, as a pinch hitter, absolutely atrocious. It might be under 100. I'm not positive, but pretty sure, just because, you think about it, I mean, he hasn't probably had too many pinch hit,
right?
Because he's always starting. So this ends up being a 9-pitch at bat. He swings through the first fastball. And by the way, going into this bat, since he came back from the injured list, 1 for 15 against fastballs. So he swings through the first one, fouls off the second one, fouls off the third one, then takes 3 straight balls, and then fouls off 2 more pitches. And then what would have walked in the game-tying run, swings through that curveball, of course, low and away. And that was just like, it's right there. I mean, he should have hit a single, drive in 2, take the lead, just close it out, and he doesn't. And then on Twitter, I'm seeing that after this year, I mean, and I know because I loved him going into the season after what he did in the postseason, but of course, this year's a little frustrating post All-Star break. That after this year, he's due 5 years, $144 million. So it's like, can we get it together? Can we lay off a stupid off-speed pitch in the dirt? That was just really tough. We need Stanton. We need some more juice in this lineup, and he just doesn't come up big. And I don't know. I mean, you look at. I get what they were trying to do just because it was a big spot and it would be a good way to get him back. But you look at his numbers as a pinch hitter, the way he's been struggling recently. I mean, Oswaldo Cabrera might have been a better option there. I know Florial's been really struggling, but if Stan's not right, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, honestly? I mean, judging by what I said, I mean, if he can't hit a fastball, what can he hit?
Yeah, I mean, well, and also, the low in the way has been sort of his weak spot. As a lot of batters in the lineup. Those pitches you were fouling off, though, were they off speeds or mostly fastballs? All of them were fastballs?
The only off-speed pitch that he swung at was the last pitch that he struck out on.
Was he behind on the fastball? Under
yes.
Behind on it?
Yep.
Really, dude?
Yeah, but it's 94. It's not.
I know. So he's got a slow bat.
slow bat, but I think it's because he's not fully healthy. And
Right.
that plant foot.
Yeah. Well, then fucking get it together, dude.
Right, but I'm saying I know hindsight is 2020, but in your eyes, 2 outs, him struggling as a pinch hitter, him struggling recently. We know his track record, obviously, as a former MVP. Was it the right move when push comes to shove? Florio hitting under 100. I mean, I know pinch hit for Florio, but should it have been him, or do you think what I'm saying with Cabrera contact?
Cabrera, yeah,
right,
not Stanton.
No, just because he's never been good as a pinch hitter.
I know.
If he's healthy. So if he's not healthy, I mean, how's he supposed to come through?
What? You had 2 men on at this point.
Bases
were juiced, so they were looking for the grand slam. Is really what they were looking for.
But
you don't need that.
A single.
You needed
exactly.
a single.
Yeah. And
so
they just don't get it.
Poor management once again. Aaron Boone. I would say at that point, from what you're telling me, I mean, I would say he's the one to kind of blame for losing this game. I mean, bad decisions after bad decisions, it's kind of snowballs into what ends up being a loss.
Yeah.
Also, did you hear Aaron Boone on the Michael Kay show yesterday?
No.
First of all, I didn't know this, but apparently he yelled at Michael Kay at like a press conference for asking a question that he was already asked or something.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, they're talking to Boone, and it's just honestly, whenever he comes on to Michael Kay's show, it's just like they all just love each other, and it's so annoying. And it's terrible radio. But of course, Rosenberg brings up you yelled at Michael Kay. Michael Kay's like being a big baby about it. But they ask him about analytics. And because I think Joe Madden had some statement yesterday about how like this league is riddled with number crunchers who are just like ruining the game with their analytics and stuff like that. You have to let a manager be a manager. And they asked Aaron Boone how he's like what his feeling is towards it. And he goes, oh, well, the Yankees are just so good with, they just, they have the analytics and they tell me, but it's still my decision at the end of the day, what to do. Like, we don't really go by, it's not do or die by the analytics.
Makes you want to throw up.
So bullshit, dude.
Makes me want to throw up. And as did the rest of this game, Tony. So top of the ninth, we retire the Twins. Sanchez single, the pinch run. Caleb Hamilton picked off first. Weber, nice pickoff move. Allows a single to Celestino, but then he induces a flyout from Palacios and Nick Gordon, who actually is son of former Minnesota Twins pitcher Tom Gordon, who may have pitched for the Mets or no?
I think he did.
Okay. I thought
Memory
so.
serves me, yeah.
So anyway, so they get through that. So it's like, all right, bottom of the ninth. I mean, we need one run to just push it to extra innings. And if we don't get that, at least, if we don't get more than that, at least, we have a shot. We don't need 2 to win right here. And the way that this inning goes, you start out with Jose Trevino pinch hitting for Kyle Higashioka. And unfortunately for him, he grounds out the third. But then Oswald Peraza, who really is showing, signs of, getting more comfortable with major league pitching and, just in general with just being in the major leagues, gets a single. And then Aaron Hicks, it was a big at bat here. You got 1 out, you got a runner on. He looks at a strike. He tries to bunt. Foul bunt. So you're thinking, oh my God, next pitch, he's just going to strike out. Rips a double down the line. And it's Peraza. He's stolen like almost 50 bases in the minor leagues. I'm thinking, I mean, he'll score from first. And he just it was one of those things where I just wish he just kind of went for it because, you force them to make a play. And it's like, if the throw's off, he's so fast, he's going to get in there, but they hold him up. So now you're looking at second and third, 1 out. Aaron Judge, of course, they intentionally walk, load the bases. So then this is really just as I would say, the icing on the case, Tony. So Gleyber Torres is on the case, and he takes 2 balls to start the at-bat. No controversy there. The third pitch of the at-bat is they call it a strike. It was basically at his eyes.
What?
Insane. Then the pitch after that, it's low, it's in, it's out of the zone. They call it a strike again, and then he gets fooled on a slider, just not even close to making contact with it, and he strikes out. And it's just like, I mean, it's if the ump called the game right, he walks in that tying run.
Was there any argument from Boone, anything about the pitch calling?
They didn't show it, but I also had the sound off because
the football game.
Yeah, the football game. So he strikes out, and it's just like that really just killed the game because he should have walked, and it also it changed his approach at the plate. He's pressing, protecting with 2 strikes, and he strikes out. So that was just horrendous. And then IKF's up. So I'm just thinking, IKF, he makes contact. We have a pretty good shot here. And he grounds out to second. It just doesn't even get it in the air. It was hit decently, but not decently enough to get through. And the Yankees lose 4-3. So you're just between that 8th and 9th inning, and it just was really one of the tougher losses that I've experienced this season. And I know it's one game, and they still have a 4.5 game lead, and it's really about what they do against Tampa this weekend. But for some reason, Tony, I just, after what they had to endure and the way they were rallying, it just seemed like they were going to walk it off there. And to have it end like that, have it end with the stupidity of the umpire making those calls, really just, it was tough, man. And I have to say, it took away the juice from the football game. I was
come on.
Yeah. And then and then everybody's like, oh, you're watching on their laptop. It's just like, shut up.
Why are people busting your balls about it?
Because they don't understand baseball. And I understand, Renee is one of those people. She can't get into it herself. But it's like,
but Renee isn't ragging on you for watching the game.
No, she's not ragging on me, but I'm saying it's just a perfect example, right? You would say, how could you watch that? How could you get into it? It's just so boring, right? So just as an example there, not that wasn't as a dig, Tony.
Right.
I feel like that's what you thought I was saying.
It sounded like a dig, dude.
Renee.
Like Renee.
Renee. That was an example, right? She still sleeps a little tight.
Yeah, I think so. You can speak into the microphone if you want, Renee.
Honestly, I wasn't listening, but then I heard my name and I was suddenly intrigued in what you're talking about.
Because it's about her.
Although I am always intrigued about anything in the sports part.
There we go. So just to confirm, I just wanted to let you know, Tony, that she wasn't tight.
That's good, dude.
But anyway, like I said, Tony, this kills. I take it way harder than anybody else would.
Obviously.
Being just a game against Minnesota, you've won the first 3 games of the series. I know it's tough, but at the end of the day, it's one game. So, all of that being said, am I right to focus on that it's just all about this Tampa series and just let it go, even though it kills, even though I want to, punch the umpire in the face for making stupid calls?
I would say, yeah, really tough loss, dude. But we're on Tampa,
Yeah.
Come on.
I know, man. But that was
on to Tampa.
Yeah, it is on to Tampa. It is on to Tampa. So anyway, we did have the first night of the pick segment.
Yeah, how'd we do
last night? Both going 2-1. Me, of course, losing with the
Yankees.
Regarding the Yankees. And then I believe you stubbed your toe. Was it the Cardinals?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I stubbed it pretty hard. The pinky toe, too.
Oh, man. That's a tough one. But anyway, so 2-1. And what I'm thinking here, Tony, and I know I'm kind of amending what we had said. I know we said, no baseball on Fridays, but I think that's it. No, but tell me this doesn't make a lot of sense. We get our teams with the picks, and then we do 3 football picks each.
Okay, sounds good.
So we know the Mets, the Marlins at TBD. On the hill, we know Prefer thinks that they're going to win.
Prefer
20-0.
Hide your kids. The Yankees lost.
Why am I not seeing this?
I don't know, man.
Is this a YouTube comment?
Yeah.
I have to say it. The first time I've missed that one.
It's okay, Brian.
But Prefer
hide your kids. That's funny, Prefer.
I'm just saying. I know I was mentioning this with the Colorado series, but just saying the Marlins, been struggling. Might be.
Did they lose last night? They won last night.
Did they win?
Yeah, because they were one of my picks.
Okay.
So bang.
Yeah, but
Bang.
they still have lost what,
Bang.
9 out of 10?
Doesn't matter, dude. They broke the curse.
Does it
They
matter?
It doesn't matter now. Okay.
It
Law of
doesn't.
averages. They got one win. Back to the losing.
Anyhow, Tony. Just talk about tonight, and just give me a guess on who's going to get the start here.
You would think Peterson, no, right?
And when he last pitched, when he started,
Yeah.
he hasn't been out of the pen.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's a given.
But it's so weird. Like, why aren't they announcing it? You think they're just kind of waiting, holding off? What are they waiting for?
I think they're just playing with the Marlins, but it's like, why are you playing with the Marlins? They suck.
Yeah. Also, yeah. But yeah, exactly. What do you do? Like, what do you think the Marlins gonna have some grand scheme if Peterson's pitching and then not have one if he's not? Like, I don't know,
It's
dude.
stupidity.
Yeah, it is kind of.
But let's
stupid,
assume he's on the hill. What are you foreseeing here?
Like foreseeing. Okay, well, obviously, Edward Cabrera for Miami, decent pitcher. But I still think the Mets are going to come in carrying over that the amount of offense they had against the Pirates in that doubleheader. I mean, hey, would they score 15 runs in 2 games?
Yeah,
in one day. In one day, they scored 15 runs.
Damn day.
One damn day, dude. Absolute, just total awesomeness. I would think they're going to go into Miami and do the exact same thing. Okay, they're not partying. No club last night. Okay, all business here. Okay, and it's going to be raining down home runs. Alonso, grand slam, 3rd inning to start off the scoring. Mets are up 4-0. David Peterson starting goes 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run off of 3 hits. I guess I'll give him a walk and then maybe like 6 Ks. But nonetheless, he gives you some length that you're looking for. Your bullpen kind of closes it down. Maybe we just Ottavino and a Lugo, and just start this this game 1 off pretty strong in Miami. Let's say let's win 7-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree with me?
You
said yeah? You said yeah?
I did say yeah.
Tony's favorite team.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to score 7. I mean,
I need it more than anything right now.
Cabrera, good ERA this year.
2.34.
I'm showing 2.39. MLB.com.
I'll have to double check here.
It's got to be 2.39. I mean, ESPN is not going to be wrong.
One MLB 2.39. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
Anyhow, Tony.
Oh, prefer Mets win 15-0.
Oh my God, prefer with the 15-0s. Enough, prefer enough.
I mean, he was pretty close yesterday. The other day.
But that's lightning in a bottle. That's
You're lightning in a bottle. Get out of town.
Anyway, Tony. So Rays and Yankees at the stadium this weekend. Last series between the 2 teams this season. Yankees, holding on to a 4.5 game lead here. And on the hill for the Rays tonight, Drew Rasmussen, 9-4, 2.70, opposed by Frankie Montas, 5-11.
Oh no,
3.79.
The sky is falling, Tony.
If they get swept this weekend, it definitely will be falling.
What's Montas's ERA?
3.79.
That's too high.
It should be a little lower for what they were expecting to acquire. Anyway, you look at the last time he pitched was Sunday in Tampa, of course, against the Rays. And he, pitched the best game he has pitched as a New York Yankee. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs or walks, to go along with 7 strikeouts. They didn't want to push him with, facing the 3rd time of the order, so they take him out to 93 pitches. But you feel like he should be able to
Mr. Poo-Poo
work off of that successful outing, and then to have the home crowd behind him. And I think if he comes out guns a-blazing again, getting a lot of strikeouts early, I'm sure he'll hear the roar of the crowd. So I think what's going to be interesting, and I didn't look, but does Stanton get a start today? Like, what are they going to do there? I mean, after Andujar's home run yesterday, maybe he's getting more comfortable. Cabrera, getting us some rest yesterday. I'd anticipate him being back in the lineup. So you think about, a couple of those things here. And hopefully Josh Donaldson is not off the paternity list
Legend.
because he is no legend.
I heard expected back Saturday, I think Boone
Thank
said.
God it's not today.
Also, by the way, on another case show, he was talking about it, and they asked him, it was like, Josh Donaldson had his kid. And Boone's like, yeah, he had his kid. Like, it didn't sound like he was really checking up on him, dude.
Well, he probably is like, oh my God, I can't stand this guy. I mean, he's talking smack. He's
Oh my God, I know, dude. What is going on with
swear,
him?
That might have been the most embarrassing moment a
Who
New
was
York
that?
Yankee
Who
player.
was
has
that?
had.
That was against Tampa, no?
Yeah, I think it was Jeffrey Springs. And he's saying,
Yeah.
you won't throw the fastball. Throws him 3 straight
Three
fastballs and
fastballs.
strikes out. Josh Donaldson, shut the hell up.
Honestly, dude, sit down, bud. You are
Unbelievable.
disgusting.
Yeah. You're not doing your job. You're not doing your job. Let's just say that. But yeah, I don't want to see him anywhere near the field, Tony. Anyway, so listen, Cabrera back in the lineup. I'd imagine, the whole configuration with IKF at third, Peraza at short. Of course, you just the best lineup that they could throw out there now. I almost think they're gonna go Hicks over Florial just because of that double last night. Maybe they think that's some forward momentum. I mean, despite the double, I mean, I know Hicks was pumped up and yelling at second base, but I would still go Florial, because it's just I just can't with Hicks anymore. I don't know. Last night just did nothing for me. He's just been.
How about Carlos Correa last night, dude?
How about Greg Weissert, Tony?
Is Correa having a good season?
Weissert?
No, Correa.
No. Like it's not Josh Donaldson, but it's also not
Aaron
$30 million
Judge
a year.
Yeah.
Or Aaron Judge, but of course pumped up for the homer, all of that. And I think it was only their third win at Yankee Stadium since 2019. But anyway, listen, you got to win tonight. I mean, there's just no excuse here. And I think the Rays, I mean, we've seen it. If Randy Arozarena is not going, if Yandy Diaz isn't going, they're not scoring. So I think we can hold them at bay. I think Montas will go 6 this time. Give him 9 strikeouts. I would say, 5 hits, 1 walk, maybe 1 earned run, maybe a Yandy Diaz solo shot in the 4th. And I want to say offensively for the Yankees, Andujar, back-to-back days with a homer, Aaron Judge, number 56, and Oswald Peraza keeps going with the contact.
Wow!
3 for 4. So I want to say the Yankees take this one 6-2. As Frankie Montas picks up his 6th victory of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees get that lead back to 5.5 as they head into the weekend with games on Saturday and Sunday, and really looking to make their mark in this division. Saturday we'll have Kluber versus Tyone. I smell a rat. I do not smell a rat, Tony. I think Tyone will be just fine. And Kluber, we can bang up. And then Sunday, to finish off this series, we are gonna get, if this thing would go down here. They're not giving us pitchers. Are you kidding me?
Let's see. Sunday.
I mean, maybe I have to check MLB app.
Oh.
Nothing?
No. Don't see pitchers for Sunday.
I'm trying to think who's Herman?
Maybe. Garrett Cole?
Well, let's see. So Montas last pitched on Sunday. So basically what we're asking here.
Who pitched on Tuesday?
Oh, because they were off on No, they played Monday.
They pitched on Monday.
And
they played Monday.
I think it was Herman, wasn't it?
On Monday.
Because I know Weissert got the win. Just want to double check. It was Tyone.
It was Tyone.
So then
pitched on Tuesday. Yeah. Tuesday, you were off?
Tuesday, no.
Shit.
Just
here we go. They postponed.
Okay, so double header, Herman and Cole. So it's Herman. Okay.
Pitched the first one.
So yeah, Herman Sunday. All right. So I mean, let's just get a sweep. All right. I mean, please, especially after what they did to us last night. That was just horrible. Hopefully, We won't have. I'm sure we'll have a different home plate umpire. But also, what was just pissing me off with him too is he was just going delayed strike call. Like the guy would throw the pitch, he'd just be like this. You think it's a ball, and then he'll be like strike 3, like 5 seconds later. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like strike 3. I mean, couldn't believe it. I'm just saying, I was an umpire. I never did that. I just
Were you
made
actually?
the calls. Yes.
How old?
I was an umpire. I want to say, so it was right after the Little League ended. So I want to say like between age 13 and 17. It seemed like it was longer, but yeah, probably 4 years.
Wow.
But I only did.
Wait, 13 and 17?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I only did Little League, like AAA. I don't think I really did. Maybe I did bases for majors a couple times.
Were you good?
Yeah, I was good. The only thing that
Parents
I didn't
giving you a hard time?
Not too much, but just sometimes the catcher sucks. So it's like I'm like doing one of these, and I'm like,
Oh, because they don't catch the ball?
yeah. And then I have like this like whole flinching thing. So I was just like, all right, enough of this.
You kept flinching?
Yeah. I don't know. I just because if they can't catch the ball, I'm not trying to get knocked in the face.
Right. And then we have dude, you'll find this funny. When I remember playing a Little League game, the umpire was umping from behind the pitcher.
Yep.
You ever seen it before?
Yes.
What is
Yes.
that? Like no equipment, just like standing behind the pitcher.
Nonsense.
Nonsense is right, dude. Also, we have a Befur comment. Maybe you can make some sense of it because I'm not really sure what it means. Hide the Mets gear when Barnes.
I guess he's saying
umpires.
if a team
has like the Mets colors or
make them
logos
lose
or
or whatever.
That
Enough.
sounds about right.
Enough,
honestly.
Befur.
I
Enough.
bet. It probably was so easy to pay off Barnes with some good calls.
But at that age when it's not, it was even before you could actually work for like a regular company. I don't know.
And I was
why
gonna say you're
umpires-
practically a kid.
You're
like,
allowed. So I used to go double headers on Saturdays and just try to make as much money as possible.
hustling.
But towards the end, it just got like it's just too long. Like you know what I
Right.
mean. And then what else was tough is because sometimes I just have trouble with something happening quick. The plays at the plate, the bang play. Like you blink for a second.
Right.
It's like, well, if it's close, I guess he's out, right?
Oh my god, dude.
So yeah, that was that was something, Tony, to say the least here.
I bet.
But yeah, so that really does it in terms of baseball. But let's win some series here over the weekend, and of course we'll talk about it all on Monday.
Of
but
course.
we know we have to go to the world of the National Football League.
6 for 101, 2 touchdowns. To Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that throw? Sam Darnold blasted. Oh my goodness, did he take a hit? In trouble, Watts brings him down. Lost one for Odell Beckham Jr. Got it down, touchdown.
All right, Tony. So NFL began last night as the Buffalo Bills steamroll the Los Angeles Rams,
Literally, dude.
31-10, and really just didn't really have any trouble. I know it was close, at the half here, but outscoring the Rams 21-0 in the second, and you look at some of the highlights from this game. Josh Allen had a pretty good game. I mean, struggled with the turnovers a little bit. 2 interceptions, but he had 4 total touchdowns, 3 through the air, 297 yards passing, and then of course a rushing touchdown, 56 yards on the ground. Diggs continued, his strong play from last season, 8 receptions, including a 53-yard touchdown. Gabe Davis, the second receiver, 4 receptions, 88 yards. You look at the Bills defense, 7 sacks, including 2 from former Ram Von Miller, a sack and a half from Jordan Phillips, a sack and a half from AJ Espina. And then, so they really took control of this game. And you look at the Rams, and, we mentioned the tennis elbow with Stafford. Really just didn't look comfortable on that. And if you look at the numbers, they're not good. I mean, 29-41 is okay. Only 240 yards and only 5.9 yards per attempt, while Josh Allen averaged 9.6. And as I mentioned, sacked 7 times, a QBR of only 20.9. Running game didn't do many favors, 18 carries, 52 yards for the entire team. And Cam Akers only got 3 carries for no yards, so he just gets stuffed.
Wow.
Cooper Kupp, speaking of, continuing strong play from last year, 13 receptions, a $128 and a touchdown. Allen Robinson, coming over from the Bears in his Ram debut, 1 reception, 12 yards. And then really, the only other highlight here for the Rams, Matt Gay from 57 before the half. So it's a long field goal these days. And I know indoors and kickers, Tucker 65 last season, but or 60, was it 66?
They're 67.
It was 67.
I think so, dude. Look it up. Look it up.
The amount of time though we spent on is the field goal record going to be made? We were so obsessed with that last year.
Hey man, it's fun.
Let me see here. I hate when it just show it.
I know, right? You Google it.
66 yards.
Come on.
Off that upright against the Lions, and we know there should have been a delayed game penalty. But anyway, not the start the Rams were hoping for. I definitely thought they were going to be more competitive, but Stafford consistently all night, and I know he was getting hit, and some of the passes were tipped, but 3 interceptions, 7 sacks, and just missing high, as you would say.
Right.
It was too high. All of his passes sailing. I don't know. What do you do here?
It's all right. So, when you think about it, in terms of mechanically, if he's missing high, I want to say he's not really following through very well, right? He's probably launching the ball a little bit too high, basically. So it's got to be that elbow, right?
Yeah.
He probably can't extend it very well. And on top of that, when your offensive line is kind of failing you and you're an injured quarterback, you're getting sacked 7 times. There's got to be some hesitation there. Obviously it's struggling with an injury, a quarterback that has an injury who's trying to play it through, and then he's having issues with getting hit. That's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for no offense. I think that's what you saw last night, dude. But I don't know. I don't know much about tennis elbow, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like? It's literally just there's no surgery. There's nothing like, oh man, this is it for him. It's just got to be resting.
I think.
Do we have any medical experts?
Isn't one of your buddies a doctor?
Yeah, Andy.
Can we get him on the line?
At work right now, probably not.
Moment's notice.
Although he would, bro. Remember when he came on for Tiger?
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was hilarious. Yeah. Great diagnosis by Andy.
It was beautiful, beautiful synopsis, dude.
But yeah. So I don't know. If it was you though, do you rest him for a game? Do you just not have him practice this week? What do you think?
Yeah, I guess maybe holding off on practice. What the hell? They had trainers. What are they telling them to do? Have him sit until Friday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Who's their backup?
I was going to look that up. So I thought it was Bortles, but for some reason I feel like they moved on from him. So I'm just pulling up the depth chart. No, yes. So Bortles no longer on the team. John Wolford, who actually 2 years ago started their playoff game when Jared Goff was still the quarterback, undrafted from Wake Forest.
Right.
So not too much experience there. You would anticipate that he would just get absolutely, crushed starting. But I believe, and I'll double check here, but I think the Rams actually play Atlanta next week. So, obviously Mariota there, Ryan out, no Calvin Ridley. They bring in Drake London. We know they have Kyle Pitts. What do you think? Is it worth an extended rest here? Because after the Falcons, they have 3 hard games in a row, Cardinals and Niners on the road, and then home against Dallas before they play the Panthers and the Jets.
Yeah, I would say take it day by day for now. But if he needs extended rest, I guess now would be the time,
Right.
And dropping to 0-2, if he comes back healthy, I think the Rams can work with that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't want to start 0-2. That's the thing. So I think for now, let's start with resting him and then, just see where you get. And then one other thing too, I don't know if you noticed this. I know you didn't get to catch too much of the game last night, but just in the past too, when you look at the numbers, he locks in on Cooper Kupp.
Right.
Do you think that's a problem? Because even though he gets those completions, he's not getting in sync with the other guys.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, when you think about it, not being in sync with the other guys, Higbee was next up in terms of I guess performance. He was targeted 11 times, right? Only had 5 receptions. He only missed Cup twice. I think he was targeted right 15 times with 13 receptions. So yeah, I guess not having that chemistry with the other guys, that affects obviously their performance and obviously the overall team performance in terms of offense. So I guess maybe changing it up a little bit. I mean, it's kind of hard when Cooper Kupp just does so well, though. I mean, how do you
know.
It's like, what do you do? Not throw to him? I mean,
I think though, but Allen Robinson, Tony, I mean, he has been an all-pro receiver in this league before.
yeah, he's
and
targeted twice last night.
Targeted twice, 1 reception. He's a big body for the red zone. Odell was actually in the house when they were like putting up the banner.
Is he?
What it is we were talking about this last night. Is I think they're just he's still recovering from that injury. And I think what it is they after week 1, your contract's not guaranteed if you sign. So I think that's what they're doing there, just in case. Let's say he can't come back, then they could just cut him if it's just not going to happen. But I mean, it's an ACL tear. I mean, I think he'll be just fine. No.
Yeah, I would think so, right?
But is it his?
He's
second
done it before,
ACL?
though. Yeah, it is.
That can get sketchy at times. Yeah. So I don't know, and I know we just previewed the division yesterday, but just generally speaking, I mean, are the Rams in trouble here? I mean, do you think we can get this thing to heal? I mean, what do we have here?
I don't know. I don't think. I guess it kind of depends on Stafford, but I would think. I mean, Stafford's healthy. I think they're gonna be totally fine, obviously. But I think tennis elbow with him. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think they will be fine. I should say. But I mean, do you see any you see that offensive line becoming more of an issue throughout the season?
See, that's another thing, and he was actually there for the celebration. Andrew Whitworth, who I believe, at least 15, 16 seasons in the NFL, was with the Bengals before. He was, a stalwart on that offensive line in the last couple of years. You replace him, I mean, a left tackle, the NFL, I think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, it's going to take some time to get, adjusted. Now, as far as the Bills here, I mean, I know obviously you've been high on them from the start. I mean, is there anything, from this performance? I mean, you win by 3 touchdowns. How could there be? But I mean, is there anything you point to where you would think that they need to improve upon, or I mean, do you think just keep going ahead, full steam?
I mean, I would say honestly, just that Josh Allen's turnovers, I guess, would be the one thing that pops up off the paper. 2 interceptions, you said? 2 interceptions, 3 TDs, right?
3 TDs, yeah.
I mean, always good that you have more TDs and interceptions, I'm sure, but I mean, 2 interceptions, I mean, think about it. Like his big issue a few years ago was his accuracy, right? So let's not get too like, I guess, arrogant and overconfident. Just make sure you're swinging that ball, you're making the right decisions. When it comes to those type plays. I didn't see those interceptions where they just like got awful tips from the receivers. What do we got, dude?
A little bit of a mixed bag, for sure. But at the end of the day, 2 interceptions, it can't happen. As the GOAT himself, Michael Theophil, joins us. We always
sayonara, Tony.
I wouldn't say it's sayonara. I would say, we're welcoming him, Tony.
But you said sayonara, Tony, because Mike's here. It's goodbye, Tony.
Wait, but who said goodbye? I'm not saying
goodbye.
Oh
my gosh.
But hey, listen, man. What the heck? That's actually so weird.
You all right, dude?
Wait. I'm just getting my bearings here, Tony. For 1 second.
No.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, all good, all good. But one thing I would see, and it's funny, I mentioned this, I don't know if you remember, yesterday, but Dalvin Cook's brother, James Cook, he fumbled, and I think he was benched the rest of the game. I mean, we know Allen's very good at running the ball from the quarterback position, but I think they need more of a run game. I mean, I know they were fine yesterday, but teams are going to start just sitting back.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry. Before commented, I was about to call in until I saw Mike on camera.
It was Before calling me?
Before was calling you?
I have a
Before doesn't have your phone number.
475? No, how would he have my phone number?
He doesn't have your phone number.
Yeah.
Crackhead.
Somebody called me twice, though. I'm just saying. I don't
Is
know.
it your boy?
I don't know what it was.
Maybe it's work, dude. Yeah, Before can call in. I mean, Mike's not no big deal.
Yeah,
Before,
he always gets a little nervous for the call in.
It's okay. I mean, he did once. That was huge for him. Big step.
Yeah, it is a big step.
Brian's not impressed.
I mean, I just want to see it again. I know Michael does too. We got some merch waiting for him.
Michael missed it too. Michael wasn't there, dude. What?
Exactly. If you're still listening, it does not count. And of course, Prefer's listening. Why did I even say if? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he commented like 2 minutes ago.
But anyway, we got obviously a bunch of games, on the slate this weekend, and I always love the first week because there's just so much action going on, especially in the 4 o'clock window. Sometimes there's only 2 games, there's 1 game. We have 4 o'clock games this week. So a lot of action. We know the Jets obviously playing at 1 against Baltimore.
So how do you want to do this with our picks? Because we normally do the frenzy.
We have been doing the frenzy.
So
but
do you want to go through the frenzy and then make a couple picks, or?
I mean,
I know it's so because why don't we do frenzy and then let's go straight up on some games?
Okay. So
that?
Start with the frenzy.
Yeah. All right, dude. You ready, dude?
Yeah.
All right, dude. First up, okay, we got Giants in Tennessee, 4:25 game. What do we got, Brian?
We have Tennessee 31, Giants 8.
Nice. I guess I'll go too. Why not? I got Tennessee 45, Giants 10.
All right. I like it.
All right, next up, we got your New Orleans Saints in Atlanta against the Falcons, 1 o'clock game.
Let's see. I'm going to say New Orleans 34, Falcons 17.
Ooh, dude. Falcons. Sorry. 14, Saints 7.
Interesting.
Think
Low scoring.
Very low scoring. All right, I think we got someone calling in here.
Nice.
It's not Prefer though. Stand by. Hold on 1 second. All right, good morning. You are on the Sports Port. What would you like to talk about?
How about some football?
So this is my friend Brandon. I was just telling you about him before the show, actually. A big Indianapolis Colts fan, Tony, actually.
Really?
And we've been having a little debate here. He's very high on the team this year after the epic collapse last year. And I think, while we have him on the line here, I mean, we might as well talk about, their game on to town, Wentz out. What are you expecting to see here? What do you want to see out of the fellas this week?
Circus.
Well, yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Hopefully not a circus, not a clown show like last season to end the season. But I'm hoping for some. I don't think I've been this excited for a Colts team in some time, to be honest. It's been a couple of years. Wentz was a disaster last year, even though the numbers seemed like they were pretty solid, but it wasn't. There was more to the game than that. Like if you watch the games, he was never the reason why we actually won. Always the reason why we lost. But this year, I think all we need is somebody to come in and just be able to make the easy throws and just balance the team out. We don't need Matt Ryan to be a superstar. We don't need Matt Ryan to come in and throw 40 touchdowns. We just need somebody to help develop the receiving core because it's kind of young. And then Jonathan Taylor should be Jonathan Taylor. Hopefully the line and everybody stays healthy, which I'm hoping for. But I think what's going to fly under the radar for the Colts this year is the defense is about to be, in my personal opinion, one of the best defenses in the league. it's been coming for some time. And if we can get the pass rush together this year, we might be looking at a solid season. But what I hope to see out of this week is they should have no problem handling Houston. If they want to be the team they want to be, they should be able to come out here, run the ball for at least 100 yards and some change. Matt Ryan get a nice couple touchdowns, build some continuity. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Him with the guys here. And I know he's been injured and you've been hyped on him before. I'm just curious your thoughts on Paris Campbell this year. Is this finally the year he breaks through? We saw Pittman break through last year. Are you expecting a big year out of him?
I think so. I think maybe not like hopefully not like super, hopefully it'd be crazy if it was kind of electric, but I think the way he plays and the play style is going to be there for Matt Ryan. Intermediate, short, quick routes. He's good with the ball in his hand after that, but we haven't been able to see it, right, since technically Ohio State days. But his first training camp in 3 years where he hasn't been hurt. So he's been able to build some rapport with Matt Ryan. I've heard he's been a favorite target of his in camp as well. So, I'm hoping to get a little creative and get the ball in his hands because, he's pretty dynamic with the ball in his hands. So I'm hoping to see some of that. What I would think ideally would probably be like 65, 70 catches, maybe 850 yards and like 7 touchdowns would be actually pretty cool for him. And it'd be, a good confidence builder for that point. I don't think that's too crazy out of the reach.
No. I mean, because too, Pittman's obviously going to create a lot of attention. So that should open him up. And then you got first year receiver Alec Pierce from Cincinnati. I'd expect him to have an impact. And as far as the running game, I mean, we saw Taylor obviously just bust through last year. Really having no trouble at all. Do you think they lighten the load at all with him this year and kind of we see more of Hines? I mean, I know he played a role, but do you think Taylor's carries are going to be significantly less this year?
As a fan, I hope so. I mean, because if you really look at it, the trajectory of winning Super Bowls, the average team who's a ground and pound team doesn't really win Super Bowls. They make deep playoff runs or they get themselves in a position to make a run. But when it comes down to it, the league's all built around quarterback play, and we need somebody. In a perfect world, like I said, if they want to be the team they want to be, we can't have Jonathan Taylor running for 350 carries. It's not realistic. So I hope to see a little more involvement, the quick intermediate passing game. Matt Ryan likes the running backs. I hope Nyheim Hines is more involved, which he should be. He's pretty dynamic with the ball in his hand as well. So I think those who took Jonathan Taylor first pick in fantasy might be a little disappointed. He'll have a great year, but I don't think it'll be like last year. If I could see ideally maybe hopefully no more than like 300 carries tops, 280. A couple catches here and there, but like I see like 1,400 yards, maybe something like that would be solid for him. I don't want a 350, 375 carry season because at that point, that's not the road we want to go down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've seen, running backs go downhill quickly because of that. And then I guess last thing I would just ask you here. So I know obviously you feel really good about this team, and I do agree with you. I mean, I think the defense is going to be strong this year. DeForest Buckner, we know what he is, and I think Shaq Leonard should have a big year as well. You got Gilmore at corner. But if you just had to give a prediction, I mean, where do you see their season ending up? How far do you feel like they can go?
You want me to be biased or non-biased?
No, just objective here.
I mean, honestly, when it's all said and done, I think the team is actually very balanced. And I think what it's going to come down to, which most people biggest concerns is kind of my concern as well. I mean, I actually do believe Michael Pittman is a number one. He's a stud in my opinion. But however, like we said, we don't really know the unknowns. Paris Campbell hasn't really played. Ashton Doolin's young. Alec Pierce is a rookie. So if we really want to make some noise and make a playoff run, we're going to have to be a little more balanced, especially through the air. So I'm hoping that all builds throughout the season because there's going to be some ups and downs, especially with the young receiving core and, making big plays or being dominant for stretches of time. With that being said, hopefully the leadership of Matt Ryan. No bullshit. I honestly think maybe 12 wins. 12 wins is my number this year.
Yeah, I think that'd be a solid season for them, and they definitely, can handily win this division, based on their competition. So, gonna be fun to see what the Colts can do, and Matt Ryan, as he makes one more push to get back to the Super Bowl at the latter end of his career. So yeah, no, that's good stuff, and we know who to talk to when we want to talk Indianapolis Colts. And
we have some comments about Brandon's
call.
Beffer's pretty hyped.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
very hyped.
What do we got?
Well, at first when he first called in, Beffer says, "Let's go, Brandon," and then he says,
I see why they're friends. They have similar laughs,
Yeah.
Brian and Brandon.
We watched a lot of football together.
Also
over the years.
semi-similar names
Yeah.
almost too.
Yeah.
We go back.
And
So
bef-
now, speaking of, you guys,
before-
appreciate you having me on this show. So listen, I'm going to be at the Colts game next week in Jacksonville and Duval. I'll give you guys like a little tag, Downtime
Wow.
TV, and I'll be at the Colts Chiefs game in week 3. I'm a season ticket holder, so I'll be there. I'll be
Brandon.
tagging you guys.
Brandon,
That's
it's Mike
awesome.
here. I
Yeah,
just want to
brother.
say, after you said that, I'm looking at Brian next to me on my left, Barnes, and his smile looks like a proud father.
Oh
after-
yeah,
after
no,
hearing
no. And
that.
I think actually, I think though, Mike, I think you actually met him at my house, like for the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Super Bowl.
yeah.
I was there.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Hey, dude.
How you doing? How we doing?
Hey, I do remember.
But yeah, no, that'd be
Yes, sir.
great if you could check in from those games. We'll appreciate that.
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
do that next week when I'm in Duval next week, and when I'm in Indy week 3, I'll do that for you guys.
Hopefully,
That's
it's a
awesome.
happier
We'll throw it up on the show for
result
sure,
in
dude.
Duval this time after last time you were there.
Yeah, dude, don't mind me. I was there for the clown show. It was the longest 4-hour ride back ever, dude. It was the worst. Like I was going there expecting, like, even if it was a close game, that they would win because they're just a better team. But like they really just shit the bed, and I mean, it was just bitter. Like we had such a great season to end it 2 games, like a loss like that, like just flat out get outplayed across both sides of the ball. It was pretty bad. It was just bad.
Yeah, no, I'd expect them to have more success, but yeah, no, definitely, appreciate you calling in, and we're definitely going to talk more this season, and definitely enjoy that game next week, and I think you'll like what you see Sunday out of the Colts.
Hope so. Thanks for having me, fellas.
All
Keep
right,
killing
thanks,
it.
man.
Brandon.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
All right.
All right.
so-
Wow. Much success, dude.
Yeah, much success. So the calls are flowing these
Right?
days. We got
Dude.
Befur's
Prefer
next.
next. Come on,
Speaking
call in,
of
bud.
Prefer, he says we need Brandon to call daily. He likes him, and he wants to know if he's a Yankees or a Mets fan.
He is a Mets fan, but he's a football guy. He's not a baseball guy. He's what I was just talking about.
Basically, what Barnes is saying is he's trying to convert himself to a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
But that's not happening. And he's one of those people. Yo, how do you keep watching this?
Oh, really?
He says he loves playoff baseball
Of course.
as well as at the game, but on
Okay.
TV he struggles with it. So
Really? Baseball on TV is so much fun, though.
Tony, you think you need to convince me?
No.
I mean, come on.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
So I know that we took a long break there, but do we remember? I think we had just done the Falcons game. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
And then
we did the Giants before that.
did we start 49ers in Chicago?
All right, so
1 o'clock game.
Bears are awful. Kittle might miss this game, but I don't think it matters. You got Deebo Samuel. I know Trey Lance is inexperienced here, but I think the Niners shut him down with defense and put up 17 points, 17-3 Niners.
I like it. I would go something maybe a little similar. Niners 10-0.
All right, what do we got next?
Oh, sorry. We have Pittsburgh Steelers in Cincinnati against your Bengals.
All right, so Mitch Trubisky making his Steelers
All right,
debut.
so-
We saw a team playing in the Super Bowl last night get shellacked, but I don't think that's happening this time.
No.
Joe Cool, I know he's a favorite of Michael's, is gonna light them up. I think actually,
Absolutely.
Steelers have a a good D, but just this
50-0.
game is gonna be tough. I don't know about 50-0, but I'm gonna say Bengals 35, Steelers 21. Just simply cannot keep up with that high-powered Bengal attack.
Wow, dude. Okay. I'll go similar outcome. I would say Trubisky.
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 It's Trubisky.
Can we get a soundbite?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
I,
that's
what
a
did I say?
soundbite.
Yeah, but Tony doesn't mark him down
Trubisky?
for himself, though. God forbid.
I know what Mark that is. He said something like that. That was good, though.
Yeah.
That was really good.
What?
That soundbite.
Just pick it.
Just
Tony.
get that
Just- yeah.
Trubisky, you said.
Turbisky? That's a true. Did I say Turbisky? Really?
Yeah. It's Trubisky.
Trubisky.
Trubisky. Yeah.
Trubisky.
Okay, Trubisky.
Camaraderie, Tony.
Dude, burglary.
Burglary, dude.
Burglary.
That was funny.
Yeah, oh, man. Anyway, 3 interceptions, okay, for Trubisky. He's going to get sat, obviously, by week 2.
Really? I feel the opposite, dude.
You think he's going to be good?
I feel Josh Allen numbers this year.
Wow. After, getting that tutelage last year on the Bills, I mean,
Yeah.
you never know. Good organization in the Steelers.
I don't think so, dude.
Time will tell.
Sat by week 2. Give me the Bengals here. 24-10.
All right.
Next up, we have your Philadelphia Eagles in Detroit against the Lions, 1 o'clock this Sunday.
All right. So Lions improving this year. Eagles, though, far and away the better team.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think Jalen Hurts will run all over them and throw. So I'm going to say Eagles here, 28, Lions 17.
I'll go a little bit opposite here. Okay. I'm going to say, Detroit over there, very well caffeinated. Maybe Hurts, not
coach.
very.
That's Barnes' boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, Barnes on the water today. No coffee, dude.
Wow.
I mean, obviously, I had some earlier.
Oh.
Continue on, Tony.
I think Hurts, I don't know, maybe a little struggle here with the accuracy, maybe not moving so well. I would say maybe it's going to be Detroit here, 17-10.
17-10. Okay.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
So then we get
31-7.
I was going to say, if Michael wanted to chime in here.
Yeah, I'll just do a couple that I like.
Cool. I think you like this one. New England Patriots are in Miami against the Dolphins. Ryan.
So New England has struggled in Miami before, and the offense isn't looking good this year. I have them finishing last in this division. Tyreek Hill making his Dolphin debut here. I think they find a bunch of different ways to get him the ball. I want to say Dolphins here, 31, Patriots 12.
To Tagovailoa.
That was good.
3 touchdowns, 350 yards. Hill, 10 catches, 145 yards.
Really? Love that,
touchdowns.
dude. What was your score, by the way?
It was 31-12.
All right. Wow, 12.
Yeah.
I'll go 31-14 just to make it a little bit more believable.
All right.
Michael, you like this one. I know you do.
I'm going to do Bill Belichick.
Yes.
40-7, dude. Listen to this, Barnes. And he's going to look at the screen and he's going to say, Tom, where are you? How's Giselle?
They're getting divorced, apparently.
No way.
Brian's really happy about it.
I mean, nothing's confirmed. She's left the family home.
I saw someone on Twitter that it was hilarious. I'm sick of Tom. I'm sick of his face.
I think that was someone from the sports port.
My
God!
God,
said
dude.
it.
We
Something
can play
about
it right now.
a
You want me to play it right
vacation,
now?
To the Bahamas.
We're gonna play it right now, guys.
But I do enjoy him struggling. Not in life, but hopefully it carries over on the football field.
Hopefully, dude.
Yeah.
No O-line, Barnes.
Enough with Brady.
No
I
O-line.
don't care about his vacation to the
This is good.
Bahamas, and he's working with a patchwork offensive line. They got 2 guys out for the season. He's going to get hit a lot this year.
Isn't there a center out?
He's not going to have a good. Yeah, he's out for the year. They already lost another guard this weekend. He's not going to have a good year. You know what I mean? It's like enough. Like your stupid face. Plastered over the league for 20 years. You're falling off of a cliff. I'm sorry. I know you think, oh, we're going to be in contention for a Super Bowl. We brought in Julio Jones. Julio Jones is going to be out for the season by week 4. And I want to say Brady will throw 20 interceptions this year, a career high. Bucks, last place in the division.
So good.
Mark it down. Falcons will be ahead of the Bucks. I mean, enough with Brady. I think that's what we would say. That's what we would call giving it to him straight. You know what I mean?
Yes, I would say that you did give it to him straight. What were we just talking about?
I think you were going to talk about the Ravens and the Jets, right? Flacco?
Oh, correct. That's right, guys. All right, let's go. Michael's gonna like this one too. Baltimore Ravens are in New York, the Meadowlands.
I know what's happening.
Isn't it just the best stadium ever, Brian? Don't you love the Meadowlands, dude?
It is. And we are gonna
You're gonna see Joe Flacco.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe Flacco, Super Bowl season. Joe Flacco is here. You're gonna see us upset the Ravens, Tony. 24-21, classic game to start off the season. Field goal to win it.
I like that.
Love it.
I like that a lot.
Greg Zerloin.
No way, dude. That's his name.
Yeah.
Zerloin.
Anyway, yeah.
Greg.
Flacco back in the West Coast offense.
Look forward to
saw
that,
him have
Greg.
success with that back in 2013. So I'm going to say this is the most points we've seen the Jets score. I mean, it's got to be 10 years, maybe, 6 years, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to say Jets 46, Ravens 45, 2-point conversion at the buzzer to win it. Joe Flacco, 445 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, including 200 yards to rookie wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who catches 3 of those touchdowns. Jets in the upset.
Would you say 46, 45?
No, I said 445
What's the score?
yards pass. Oh, yeah, 46-45. When was the last time the Jets put up 40?
No defense? Yeah, I guess so.
No, I mean, you think the Jets are going to stop Lamar on the run? I don't
Probably
think
not,
so.
dude. Their secondary is still trash.
And the Ravens struggled on defense last year. I know, Wink Martindale's gone, but it's still going to be a tough time.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go against the grain here with you two. I'm gonna say the Jets lose. Joe over there, I don't think he has much left in him. To be honest, I think Mike White will be starting come week 2 here.
Yeah, okay.
Against the old team. The Ravens are going to remind Joe while he's not on the Ravens anymore. The Ravens run all over the Jets.
No.
24.
It's a different team.
17. And before his comment as well, he goes, Mike. It says Mike Gangrene will lose 15-0.
All right, what do we got next, Tony?
I apologize, guys. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars in Washington. They're going to be playing your Commanders this Sunday, 1 o'clock. What do we have on the Commanders?
Trevor
Brian?
Lawrence
leaving.
Embarrassing year last year.
Very embarrassing.
Not this year. Doug Peterson, former NFL quarterback, former Super Bowl winning coach. And we are going to see Jacksonville, solid offensively here. I think Travis Etienne, technically a second year. He was supposed to have his rookie year last year. Liz Frank injury, all of that. So I'm going to say Lawrence, 340 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, including 2 to Etienne. And Jacksonville over
Etienne.
Washington, Carson Wentz forced into 3 interceptions for the Commanders. Jacksonville, 28. Commanders, 10.
Love it. Same deal. Like a script, Brian. Couldn't say better myself.
A script.
Next game, or Michael doesn't like this one?
No,
Next game, Michael doesn't like this one because we have the Cleveland Browns in Carolina against the Panthers.
We know
Baker
you like
Mayfield. Okay, coming back for the revenge.
Brian, it's so tough, Tony, because I know you're a big Baker guy.
Dude, come on.
And I would love to, ruffle the feathers a little bit on this one. But I have to say,
come on.
I actually think he's going to come out balling here.
Yeah,
I think
baby.
the Browns with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback are going to struggle to score. And I know the Panthers' defense isn't that great, but their offense, I think, is going to be humming. I think Christian McCaffrey, energized after missing a lot of time the last 2 years.
Well
with
rested.
injury.
Seeing Sam on the bench.
Seeing Sam on the bench, you got DJ Moore who's balling at receiver. And I just think there's a lot of firepower here. I mean, Robbie Anderson maybe, will catch a deep pass here. But give me the Panthers embarrassing the Browns here. 21-0 over the Browns.
Michael?
47-7 Browns. Baker 500 plus yards.
You mean Panthers win?
Panthers, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I'm on the same boat here. Baker's gonna be balling out. We've seen it before in these revenge spots. First game of the season, specifically last year, I believe everyone thought the Jets would be beating the Panthers week 1 with Sam Darnold on the Panthers, but I think I was right when Sam Darnold was going to beat the Jets, and he did. So here we go, take 2. Baker's coming out hot. Apparently the Panthers are good at doing this because it's the Panthers for the second year in a row beating their quarterback's former team. Baker having a great game, great time, laughing. Sam Darnold, happy for him. Browns win this one 35-10. Panthers. Sorry, I don't know why I keep mixing that up.
Because you think Baker's
Baker, Browns, B and whatever. Next game, dude. We have Brandon's Indianapolis Colts in Houston against the Texans. Brian, how's Brandon going to feel?
Brian.
Oh, he's going to feel great.
Brian.
You sound like that dude
Brian,
from
Colts debut. Oh, from
what's that
Will
show?
you let someone speak, Brian?
What's the show that Brian? Family Guy. No.
Oh, yeah, I think
it's a cartoon.
I think it is Family Guy, but
Right.
It's a cartoon. I've never seen it.
I don't know what you're talking about,
I don't think you want to see it. Anyway.
Oh my God, Brian.
Matt Ryan, Colts debut here. Houston, in play for that number 1 pick. Give me the Colts 45-0.
Throw a couple shekels
over
under there.
the Texans.
Could be a nice
I
payday.
think their defense will embarrass Davis Mills. I think you're going to see 120 yards rushing from Jonathan Taylor. 3 touchdowns from Matt Ryan,
The
including
legend.
2 to Michael Pittman as he works on becoming first-team All-Pro this season.
Nice, dude. You think Matt Ryan good season? Honestly,
Great season.
I second that. Matt Ryan has some juice left in the bottle. Michael comes out hot, leading Indy. Texans are disheveled. They don't know what's going on with them. Indianapolis, I don't know, 27-6. No touchdowns, 3 field goals. 2 field goals. Next game. Green Bay Packers in Minnesota Vikings, 4:25 this Sunday. Brian, give me straight, as they would say.
O'Connell making his Vikings coaching debut. Unfortunately, going up against Aaron Rodgers. And I know first game without Devontae Adams in quite some time here as he moves on to Las Vegas, but doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers, as they would say, is a bad man, and he is going to throw for 385 yards, 3 touchdowns. And I want to say the Packers, they get the running game going as well with Aaron Jones, as well as Sammy Watkins catching his first Packer touchdown. And I'm going to say the Packers here 38, Vikings 17.
I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers throws for 415 yards. Okay. Absolute bomb of a first game here. Packers win this one. I would say 45-14. Aaron Rodgers still have long hair?
Kind of mid-level.
Mid-level now. He's so happy he shaves his head.
Wow.
50-yard line in Minnesota.
Amazing.
Next game, dude. Kansas City Chiefs in Arizona against the Cardinals.
You look at 2 teams missing important guys. One's going to get them back. The other's not. And that's DeAndre Hopkins missing the first 6 games with that PED suspension. Tyreek Hill not coming back to the Chiefs in South Florida. But in comes Juju Smith-Schuster, and in comes Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So I think the Chiefs will be just fine. We know they have Hardman. They have rookie Sky Moore, Patrick Mahomes here. Arguably still the best quarterback in the league. So I'm going to say the Chiefs here roll 31-17 as the Cardinals continue that second half slide from last season. And I would say, Mahomes 3 touchdowns, and the Chiefs look to get back to the Super Bowl.
I'll run that one back. Hot start to the season for Patrick Mahomes. But first, a comment before we move on to the next game. Prediction: Aaron Rodgers will win 3rd MVP title in a row.
Wow.
Think so, Brian?
Didn't wait, he said, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread that. And it's funny too, because before things I get tight about Rodgers, Rodgers is one of the, I enjoy watching him almost the most in the whole league at quarterback. I think the throws he makes are amazing.
It's ridiculous.
No, I mean, he makes amazing throws.
Yeah, no, it is. It's crazy.
I thought you said like it's ridiculous that I enjoy watching him make the throws.
No, his throws are ridiculous. He throws so high and far. It's crazy, dude.
That's too high. What do we got?
Sorry, next game. Focus, Brian. Where were we? We just had Chiefs Cardinals. Okay, we have your Raiders.
The Raiders. As Chris Berman would say.
In LA against the Chargers. Derek Carr making a huge playoff push this season. I'm telling you, Brian.
Justin
Herbert. Why do you like these mediocre quarterbacks?
Yeah,
Justin He's not mediocre, okay? He's had a tough go at it, okay? I feel bit underdog.
This isn't 2015.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
Imagine if the Raiders
doesn't have to be.
Had Justin Herbert instead of Derek Carr.
Then they'd be going to the Super Bowl.
Exactly, but they don't.
Imagine if the Jets had
so I'm going to say
this
is a shootout here, and I'm going to say Chargers 51, Raiders 48, and we're going to see Justin Herbert toss 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, including 3 to Austin Eckler, 2 to Keenan Allen, and Devontae Adams in his Raider debut is going to have 155 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. But once again, Derek Carr coming up small in a big spot.
Wow. It's fucked up, dude. I'm going to go the opposite. Give me the Raiders. Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's throwing for 362 yards specifically. Raiders take this one because the Chargers off to a little slow start. A lot of hype around Justin Herbert. He's young, not gonna be able to handle it. He's gonna be at home, a little nervous, I feel. Raiders 28-17.
All right, and then one more game.
One more
we're
game
gonna
here.
save Monday night game for Monday.
Obviously, right? One more game, and this is gonna be 8:20 on NBC. Chris Collinsworth. This is Brian's game of the night because you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady playing the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. A lot of old people going on here. Brian, what do we think?
So we know
Jerry Jones.
Brady ready to sign those divorce papers.
Oh, my
we
God.
Look at Dallas, and Jerry Jones cannot take it anymore. The heartbreak of that game against the Niners in the postseason last year. In a very weak offseason. I mean, you think about Mike McCarthy returning as coach, was pretty questionable. There were some talks, maybe Kellen Moore gets promoted, maybe Dan Quinn, but they stick with McCarthy. So you hope he's not up getting massages during practice like he was in Green Bay. But all of that being said, I still just, I think I smell a rat with the Bucs. I'm sorry. And like I said, I haven't finished in last year. I think Dak Prescott is ready to ball out. And I think Zeke is going to have a lot better year than he's had the past couple. And I think a big reason why, I think they're going to go 50-50 split with him and Tony Pollard.
Wow.
And I know Amari Cooper, not being there hurts, and they're going to miss Michael Gallup till he comes back. But you still do have CD Lamb. He's a big time presence, as well as tight end Dalton Schultz. And Dak seems to work with whoever is out there. So I'm going to say the Bucs get embarrassed. And I'm going to say the Cowboys win this one 35-10.
Gentlemen,
Brady throwing 3 interceptions, including not 1, but 2 pick sixes by Trevon Diggs, who led the NFL in interceptions last season.
Wow. I'm going to go a little oppo from Brian here. I'm going to say Brady. Nothing has ever bothered this man, I feel, or at least affected his level of play on the field. Regardless of the offensive line, whatever going on, dude. That's fun. Exactly.
Clearly that bothers him. Why would he leave training camp for 11 days?
On vacation in the Bahamas.
But he's never done that before. So I'm saying clearly he did that
obviously,
because he's trying to save the marriage.
So what, dude? So he did it. It's done. Goodbye. He doesn't care.
Giselle's not back. His mind's
So
in another
what?
place.
No,
and
it's
Michael knows
not.
you're not
No, it's
focused
not.
when you're
No,
playing
it's not.
professional sports.
No, it's not.
You're
No,
doing
it's
nothing.
not.
You're
No,
doing
it's not.
nothing.
Okay.
You're doing nothing.
His mind is on the
It's
field,
over.
dude. No, you're over.
He's thinking about Giselle.
See, obviously, you guys aren't good athletes.
I heard he's going to go back to Bridget Monahan. That's what I heard.
Honestly, I kind of really hope so, to be honest. I kind of really.
Oh wait, that was dirty what he did to her.
I know, dude. Like a real
No,
Marty
Tony thought they were
Brodeur
married,
move.
though.
They had
He was
kids.
arguing with me that they were married.
They were
never
married.
married. I mean, it's an open and closed
Is that really a
conversation.
big deal?
You were wrong.
He just like
You're wrong about this game because Tom
Oh,
Brady
man.
comes out, looks the camera in the face after he runs a touchdown in on his own and says, "Brian, fuck you." Okay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers soaring to victory here. I'm gonna say 35-24. And Tom Brady leaves the game and maybe then thinks about Giselle, but he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's the greatest quarterback, arguably, in the history of the game. He's still playing. Good-looking guy. There's always more fish in the sea. Okay, he doesn't care.
All right. And I hate to
Tom Brady, but first says should get a nice fresh 20-year-old.
I hate to wrap this up quickly, Tony, but if you would turbo mode, give me 3 winners for this weekend.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
These are our picks.
Quick.
Yeah, quick. Okay. Raiders, Bucks, Falcons.
All right. Raiders, Bucks, Falcons.
Yeah.
And then for me, I am gonna go Packers. I'm gonna go Colts and
Colts. Let's go, Brandon.
And I am gonna go Eagles.
Nice picks, Brian.
So
Jets? No Jets. You're not going with the Jets,
He
Brian.
doesn't have faith.
You have no faith. What happened?
It's gonna be a tight game.
in terms of Brian being tight.
Anyway, Tony, as we come to a close,
Seems like
here,
you're trying to close the
and
door
there's
here.
so many people to thank. Obviously, Brandon.
This is your acceptance speech.
We look forward to having him call in on a regular basis. But other than that, and of course, the Monroe Rotary for having us as the tea sponsor yesterday. Anything else to add on the way out?
Honestly, guys, I would say great week of shows. Super stoked that it's Friday. I'm excited to be back on Monday, talk some football. What happened on Sunday?
Yeah.
What happened on
Could
Sunday?
not-
What happened on Sunday?
agree more. What a week. And would just like to once again thank everybody for tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as checking out the archives on the YouTube page, where Prefer apparently thinks Tony looks very slender playing one-on-one basketball with me. So check that one out. I mean, it's definitely a classic, definitely a tight finish.
When are we playing, dude?
I think what we're going to do is Sunday, when we're watching the games, we're going to pick a day.
Okay.
Deal? Done?
Yeah, I shot some hoops today, this morning.
Let's go. Maybe Michael gets in the mix with the one-on-one too.
No.
No. But we do
I'm
need
getting
to do
ready
a
for the
2-on-2
league.
with Matt. We do need to do a 2-on-2 with Matt.
Yes. I want us to be ready for the league.
But as well
What does that
as,
mean?
check out the summer collection, downtimetv.com.
well as
Everybody
the
enjoy
summer
the
collection.
weekend. Yankees get the sweep. Jets get the win.
Mets
Enjoy
get
the
the
NFL
sweep.
games. And we will see you on Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.